Well guys, you voted for raw videos, so here it goes. I'm Paul from Constrictors. This is my facility. I'm going to be doing a series of videos to showcase what I do, future breedings, future pairings, cutting videos, maybe availability videos and stuff like that. Today I'm going to show you a clutch that's just literally crawled out of the egg. Some maybe still, some maybe are still in the egg. I haven't actually had a good look. It was kind of a rushed job because I stupidly made the channel last night and then asked people to follow with no videos. So unfortunately, I've chucked myself in deep end. But hopefully, as the months go on, the videos will get better. I'll get better. I'll get a bit more relaxed because it is quite nerve-wracking doing these videos. You know, you're putting yourself out there for scrutiny and stuff like that. So some of the time I'll be in front of the camera, some of the time, and maybe most of the time I'll be off the camera. So basically, we'll have a look at the snakes that are just hatching. Now the pairing was Super Pastel, Spider, Yellow Belly, Orange Dream, and it was to a Phantom. Just before I set this facility up, I bought a small group of breed females from a well-known UK breeder that was showing his collection down. He had some nice stock, well maintained, well looked after animals. So I bought a small group. I sold some of them to a friend of mine, James Farrand at Mad Morphs, soon to be Morphology, and basically between us we've worked with them females I picked up. Now I haven't really talked much about this pairing. It wasn't one of my most anticipated, but after one of the eggs pipped and I cut the eggs, which unfortunately obviously I didn't catch on video, it kind of drew my attention more to it. It's actually quite a really nice clutch. I'm pretty pleased with it. Obviously using the male, what was a Super Pastel, blah blah blah. All the babies are pastel or better. Ironically, I think I've hit one pastel, one straight pastel, so that was a little bit unlucky, but 3 or 4 of the babies are pretty interesting. Now I'm not 100% sure what they are, so I'll need your help to ID them. But maybe once we have a look together, I might be able to ID some of them because, like I say, I've barely looked at video. So I'll get that clutch out now and we'll have a look. Cheers. Right guys, so this is the clutch I spoke about earlier on. Now off camera, I've washed the babies. I've got a V18 ready with wet tissue paper in, a plastic coupler, a new deli cup and fresh water. So they'll live in that now until they shed out, and then they'll go into separate containers of their own for feeding, etc. Now, as I said before, this was a Super Pastel, Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, Spider, male to a Phantom female. Now, for those who don't know, if ever you work with a Super, you take out the possibility of hatching a normal. Whether it be Super Pastel, Super GHI, Super Orange Dream, whatever, the lowest thing you're going to hatch is a Super of its kind. So in this case, a Super Pastel, the lowest I'm going to hatch is a Pastel. And what do you know what I did? So there's a straight pastel. So there's no, there's no mixing that up. I don't need any ID and help with that one. Now, next, I believe this to be a Super Pastel Yellow Belly. Unfortunately, guys, the lighting in this room is quite shocking, so for future videos I am going to get a better lighting rig set up because I don't know how the video is coming out on camera, but it is super dark, so you're going to have to take the colours and that with a pinch of salt. So this one I believe is a Pastel Yellow Belly, but if it is just a Pastel Yellow Belly, it's an absolute screamer. I've hatched many Pastel Yellow Bellies out before. I hatched one maybe 2 weeks ago, and this is stunning compared to them. The colour is immense. I don't know if it's coming through, but it has gorgeous orange colour. Then there's a yellow dorsal stripe running down its spine. The black, what's running down the tip of the spine with a big blushed out markings. The belly, you know, it's got that yellow belly look to it, and it's really pretty. It's got a really nice purpley blue head with a yellow eye stripe. This is a really pretty baby. Now, if this is just a straight pastel yellow belly, someone's in for a real treat, because I will be letting it go, and just that on its own is a really pretty snake. I'm well impressed with that. What do you guys think? So then moving on, if my IDing is correct, I believe this to be Orange Dream Bumblebee. Now, I jumped on the Orange Dream ship quite early on for the UK market, and I've had terrible luck. I've had such bad luck with the Orange Dreams, to the point of where I've done a couple of pairings and never hatched even any Orange Dreams, not straight Orange Dream combos. So it's nice to finally hatch what I believe to be an Orange Dream Bumblebee. If it's a female, I might hold it back, just because it's took me approximately 5 years just to make one. But if it's a male, unfortunately, I won't have a use for it, because, like I said, I've got his father, who's a super pastel Orange Dream yellow belly spider. So no sense in holding just this guy back. If it is a guy, well, let's find out. What do you know? It is a girl. Oops, can you see that? Oh, it's going to the toilet now. Yeah, it's a female. So I may hold this one back, I may not, but I am really impressed with this. I'm kind of hoping it's an Orange Dream Bumble Belly, because then I will hold her back. But if it's a Bumblebee Orange Dream, then I won't. What do you guys think? There's the belly. I've never hatched, like I said, I've never hatched a straight Orange Dream Bumblebee, so I'm not entirely sure, but I am really impressed with that. Now this is where the question mark grows. What do we have here? Now I think these two are the same and this one isn't. Now if this one has one more gene than them two, or these two have one more gene than this one, that's where I am stumped. Now let's take a look at this one first. It's got a really light head, really nice head. The markings are like a grey colour. What you kind of think about? What kind of colour you think when you think kind of a phantom gene, and then it blows into the side pattern. It's got all this blushing coming up the sides. Now in the dorsal stripe you've got quite clear blushed out pattern. You know, it's very obvious, it's very bold, whereas this one's the pattern the pattern's a bit tighter. The blushing is smaller. But then you've got that side pattern with them blushed out parts, where maybe that's yellow belly, or maybe the other one is. I'm pretty convinced that these three all have phantom in them, so I'd be interested to know what you guys think. I hope the colours are coming through, because I hope these don't just look like straight bumblebees, because they're far from it. Like I keep saying, I'm really impressed with this clutch. It's made some really pretty babies. So I'd like to know what you guys think. Is this a pastel Orange Dream Phantom yellow belly spider, or is it maybe everything but Orange Dream? I'm not convinced they have Orange Dream in, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'll leave it up to you guys to see what you think. This clutch might be one where we've got to leave them to shed maybe more than once, and then go back to IDing them and seeing what we've got. So I'm going to move them all across, wrap this video up. I hope it wasn't too painful for you. It's my first one, guys, so be kind. I will do more and I will improve on them as time goes on. So with that last view, I'm out.